In this video, I've got some general advice for improving your one-handed turning based on the things that I've taught you in the beginner and intermediate modules. So in the beginner and intermediate one-handed tutorials, I outline examples of various different finger tricks and other ways to get faster at turning. So by now you should have practiced enough to the point where you've developed your own turning style, and I'm going to assume that you're pretty good and able to turn quite quickly. So then, in my opinion, the next stage after that is to self-evaluate and use deliberate practice to improve your finger tricks and turning from here on. So one example of this is just spending the time to go through every single one of your OLL and PLL algorithms and make sure that you're really comfortable with them. Ideally, all your algorithms should be fast and allow you to maintain stability and a good grip on the cube. So literally, just go through a couple of OLLs or PLLs each day, and if you're not happy with your current algorithm or execution, either practice and drill it to make it faster, change your finger tricks, or learn a new algorithm. It's that simple. Obviously, the main thing for a left-handed solver is just to become really fast and confident with R and U moves. And on the opposite side, for a right-hand solver, it's to become confident and fast with L and U moves. Because those are the vast majority of moves that we'll make when solving one-handed. To practice your raw turning speed, the best drill you can probably do is just do 2 generator scrambles. So literally just hold the cube and scramble the right and U layer. And then from here you'll be able to solve the entire cube just using the right and U layer as well. And this is just a way to just try and practice and get super fast at using R and U turns. So we've scrambled up our cube. Finger tricks for R and U moves are all pretty standard, and I've covered those in the previous modules, but just in case you skipped right to the advanced module, I may as well give you a little bit of a refresher. So to do U moves or U prime moves, start out with U prime moves. We just simply use that index finger there, like that. And to do U moves, we can do them in a couple of different ways. We can push on this left sticker here, like that, or we can flick from this front sticker, like that. And to do right moves, we can use our pinky to push forward. So from the back sticker on the bottom layer, so push forward like that. And then to do R prime, we can either bring our pinky to the front here and push down, or do an R prime from this bottom sticker in the back right corner. So R prime like that. And also it's quite useful to know how to do U2 moves. So the double flick like that. So index and then middle finger. And then R2 moves, it will be pinky followed by ring finger. So R2 like that. So practicing just R and U moves will get to the stage where it's very easy because you're very comfortable and familiar with all of those finger tricks. However, that's not where you'll be slowing down in your solves. In your solves, you'll be slowed down by other sorts of moves such as F, D, L, B, as well as rotations. So in addition to just doing 2 generator practice, one really cool moveset that I like to practice is doing R, U, F. So 3 generator. So just scramble the whole cube using R, U, and F moves. And you can scramble it one-handed as well, just to get used to that. And this will help you practice those pesky F moves and F primes. So F prime, I would do something like that, and F, I would do like that. Then what you should do is go ahead and solve the entire cube without rotating from this position at all. This isn't too realistic, but it will really help you practice those sorts of finger tricks and combine R, U, and F moves all together. So let's start here. So I would go, so without rotating, I can go F prime, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R, F, and then I would insert this pair. Then I've got these two. Need to figure out how I'm going to do those. OLL, cancelled into PLL. So when you're doing that drill, and also more generally, it's very important to avoid lockups. So my thought is that you should probably err on the safe side. So if being consistent means that you need to turn a little bit slower, then by all means do that. Because the faster you try and turn and the more strange finger tricks that you do, the higher the likelihood of potentially messing up or slipping or dropping the cube. So your goal ultimately should be to have really comfortable solutions. But doing, for example, the RUF drill helps you get familiarizes yourself with more of the awkward moves that can certainly come up in your solves. I guess the last thing, and this is a pretty simple tip, but just make sure you have good hardware in order to enable good one-handed turning. So if your cube's turning too quickly, too slowly, or locking up a lot, either try and retension, re-lubricate it, or look into a different cube, because I almost think that having good hardware is slightly more important for one-handed than it is for two-handed solves.